All right, I know you guys love when I talk about pre-workouts. It's probably what's most interesting, but with all the that you guys take for your physique, you probably should listen to this Bergamot video about your lipids. That's right, today we're talking about cholesterol. I know, it's not sexy. It's not super fun. We're not gonna be talking about stims or energy or pumps or anything like that. But guess what? If you're dead, you're not working out. You're not getting any more lean. So we gotta talk about healthy levels of cholesterol today. And Bergamot is one of the most classic, most useful ingredients for maintaining healthy levels of cholesterol. What better company to talk about it with than Revive, the company that is offering free blood work if you purchase their products. I mean, like, how crazy is that? You literally purchase their product, you send them proof of insurance, and you get blood work. You can literally see the product working on paper in your blood. Insane. No other companies done this I can think of. So anyway, talking about Bergamot today. Bergamot is a classic staple for lipid health, making sure that your cholesterol levels are within healthy ranges. And this is really important if you are predisposed to cholesterol issues, trying to maintain health. Like I said, taking PEDs on the outside. Now, we're gonna be really straight about this. We're gonna be really honest. I've been very transparent. I am on HRT. I am an above average athlete. I compete at a pretty high level. I do what is necessary to make the differences in my training. And sometimes you got to cover yourself, right? If you're going to be doing things like taking extra bits and pieces of supplements to make sure that you are performing at a higher level, you got to cover your ass on the back end with things like Bergamot, with things like taking care of your cholesterol, your heart, your liver, your kidneys. If you don't have them, you're not gonna be training, you're not gonna be getting leaner, you're not gonna be lifting more. So let's talk about what Bergamot can do for you. This is gonna be a bit of a scientific heavy video. We're gonna be citing a bunch of different studies, but the good news is there's really only one topic to be talking about today, which is cholesterol health. So let me be clear. Today we're gonna be talking about Bergamot, the extract. If you're here for Bergamot oil, the essential oil of Bergamot actually is decently established in terms of benefits from stress, even lowering cholesterol like the extract version, or treating depression in some cases. You didn't hear that from me because that's a claim that we really aren't supposed to be making. It's also a natural deodorant air freshener if you're looking to clean up the air in your apartment, just so you know. But bergamot itself is a sour tasting fruit from the plant Citrus bergamia. Technically, it is a hybrid of bitter orange and lemon, but don't get this wrong about bitter orange. You're not getting the acetophenone out of this extract, though there are some loose claims that it could help with fat loss. Don't let this get you wrong about the bitter orange connection. So like I said, citrus bergamot is most notably known for lowering cholesterol, although I said there are weight reduction benefits, there is some liver protection benefits, and there are even some anti-diabetic benefits as well. So I want to be sure up at the front that I mentioned there are some people that bergamot is not for. If you are diabetic, know that this may lower blood glucose, so contact your doctor or just be a little bit more diligent in tracking your blood glucose if you're taking this product. It's also not recommended for women who are breastfeeding, pregnant, or young children to be taking massive dosages of. If you are in any of those categories, start off the video. It's not for you. Talk to your doctor about your cholesterol issues and don't be taking any of those PEDs I was talking about before. But if this does apply to you, there are 5 studies from 2011 to up to 2018 that we're going to talk about today that really showed what bergamot can do for your cholesterol. There's also a ton of other ones, but these are some specific ones that we found important and interesting and indicative that this should be in your stack if you're concerned about your cholesterol health. Now, as always, I'll remind you guys, if you want to run over to our blog, you'll find all of these studies cited in full text that you can actually check out. I'm going to be referring to the blog as a bit of an outline. So if you see me looking at my computer, I am cheating a little bit, but trying to bring you guys a little bit more in-depth content today about these studies. So in 2011, there was actually a 3-month randomized double-blind placebo-controlled clinical trial that evaluated 500 milligrams and 1,000 milligrams of bergamot per day. And there were 237 subjects. And that's a huge study. Results showed a reduction of total cholesterol by 20% with 500 milligrams. Now, Revive went a full gram in here, and there's some extras in there to help with absorption, which we'll get into after we run over the studies. But it's worth noting that they're using 1,000 milligrams, and 1,000 milligrams of bergamot extract, there was a 30.9% reduction in cholesterol. LDL specifically was reduced 38.6% at a gram, and HDL increased at 39% at a gram. The 500 milligrams also did have pretty significant changes, but in this case, I really want to highlight the 1,000 milligram dosages here. We're lowering LDL, increasing HDL, and lowering total cholesterol across the board, doing great things, the things that we're looking for, right? So in terms of safety, in 2013, there was a study with 77 subjects with elevated LDL and triglycerides, and they were using a combination of rosuvastatin and bergamot. Now, statins are really popular drugs for cholesterol, and don't take any of this as medical advice. The study is just looking at the safety of using bergamot alongside a statin. If you're taking a statin, you should totally talk to your doctor before you take anything like this. But it's worth noting that when taking this drug alongside bergamot, it was completely safe to be taken for 30 days straight. This is important because everyone who's watching this video might not be coming here to use it for just fitness purposes. You might have cholesterol issues and your doctor may have you on statins. Statins are tough drugs and some people might want to wean themselves off, look for a more natural version. And if you are looking at adding in something while you're taking the statin, bergamot is a good option. Obviously, like I said, talk to your doctor, but this study showed that it was safe to use them alongside for 30 days. Now, more recently, 2016, a study with 80 participants, again, still pretty large here, 42 men and 38 women ranging from 42 to 68 with moderate hypercholesterolemia. Again, bergamot lowered LDL, raised HDL, and lowered triglycerides, seeing great results across the board using bergamot. Lastly, in 2018, most recently, there was again another study, randomized double-blind placebo-controlled, showing that bergamot juice extract lowered total cholesterol, increased HDL, and lowered LDL just after 30 days. So hopefully that's enough to show you that cholesterol improvements on bergamot are significant and pretty quick at 30 days. There's also, like I said, weight loss claims. There wasn't very much improvement at 500 milligrams, but at 1,000 milligrams, there definitely was. Luckily, there's 1,000 milligrams in this, in ReviveMD's version. Again, it's not a huge claim. It's not a whole fat burner itself, but if you are looking to improve your body composition, it's a nice little alongside helpful claim. So let's talk about what Revive does differently than other bergamot products. Now, first of all, Revive is completely BSEG certified to be drug-free. That's important because, well, there's a lot of drugs that help with cholesterol that some lesser companies could be adulterating with. On top of that, they also test for identity and purity, and they post these purity results online for you to check out. Past the things that are required by law, testing for purity, they also add in absorption benefit ingredients like estrogen and bioperin. Now, estrogen at 50 milligrams helps out with the absorption of a lot of different things. Fatty acids, amino acids, some herbs and botanicals. But overall, there's no real claim on bergamot, but there is a claim that it lowers intestinal wall inflammation by 74%. So obviously there's no real claim that it's going to make bergamot absorb faster, but we do know that in America we have not the greatest diets. Intestinal wall inflammation is pretty significant and a problem for digestion and absorption. And in this case, we're at least making the body in a better position to absorb something like bergamot. On top of that, bioperin is also a really helpful absorption aid. Again, it's mostly studied in some vitamins as well as curcumin, but in this case, this isn't going to hurt, right? It's possibly going to help with the bergamot absorption, if not help with absorption of the food and supplements that you're putting in your body. So overall, they're doing due diligence here to make sure that this ingredient is absorbing as best possible. Now, it's important to note that bergamot is also in other parts of the Revive line. You can also get a healthy dose of it in their lipid product, as well as their glucose product. Both products that are helpful. Obviously, lipid is a more built out version of cholesterol products. If you're looking for something simple, bergamot's helpful, but if you have a serious lipid problem, that's what I take. It's a 7-capsule dose daily. It's a lot of capsules for someone who doesn't have lipid problems, but if you're concerned about your overall health, for myself, cholesterol issues run in my family, I want to make sure that I'm healthy long term. I side with that one. It also, like I said, can lower blood sugar, so their glucose product has bergamot in it as well. If you're looking for a little bit of help with it but don't need a full gram of it, that glucose product is a great idea because it deals with overall fasting glucose and healthier blood glucose levels, but gives you a little bit of bergamot that'll help with your lipids over time. In either case, there's 3 different areas that you can get bergamot in from Revive and get it into your life to help out with your cholesterol levels. Lastly, Revive is probably my #1 pick for which bergamot or these different health products to use, simply based on they trust their products enough to give you free lab testing. And if you are concerned at all about seeing whether or not these products work, all you have to do is show them your insurance and they'll send you a kit to go get blood tests to make sure that the product is working for you. You get actual lab blood tests to prove this product's working. Obviously, this isn't like a pre-workout where you take it, you feel the stimulants, you feel the pump. This is a product that if you took it long term, you wouldn't really notice much of a change outside of if you actually got blood work and saw the numbers change on the blood work. And that says a lot about a company, that they're willing to go out of their way. I mean, they do have, because of Dom's connections in the industry, the hookup to make this happen, but they trust their products enough that they're willing to pay for that blood work for you. Obviously, you do have to have insurance, and there's a lot more to it than just paying for it, but they're that confident in their product, and that says a lot to me. I do have to say that we do have a business affiliate relationship with ReviveMD and Raw, the two sister brands that work together. And so we are a little bit biased working with them. We did receive this product for free, but it remains absolutely true that if you're in this game long term, you need to be worrying about your health overall. If you are looking for cholesterol supplements, this product is simply just a staple in your regimen. It should be in there somewhere, whether it's taking a full lipid product that has bergamot in it, whether it's taking glucose that has a little bit of bergamot in it and just kind of works with another system of products, or if you just want to get bergamot on its own at a cost-effective standalone version, ReviveMD for me is the place to go for those health supplements. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it was a little bit informative, helps bring cholesterol to the forefront of these issues for you. And I hope that clickbaity intro about didn't get you too hard. But in any case, I really appreciate making this far in the video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was informative. And if you have any questions, leave them below. I'd love to talk to you. I do monitor the comments, and I'd love to help you out with anything Revive, bergamot, lipid, glucose, whatever related. I'd love to sit and talk with you about it. So thank you guys for making this far in the video. And as always, guys, have a great day.